Okay. All right. Just pretend we're in Egypt, right? In like the early 30s. And we're Egyptologists, or whatever the proper term is. I think Egyptologist is probably a pretty good one. That's what I'm going to pretend, right? And then we come across some ancient scribble, and we're wondering what is going on here. What is this? Let's try to figure this out, right? I know. I'm having a little fun. It's what is today anyway? Oh, Thursday. All right, happy Thursday. I did some chores, so I figured I'd come in here and do a video. There's a couple things. Well, I don't know if I'm going to get done with both of the things, but I did want to show you my madness here, my scribble, my hieroglyphics. I know, I can't help myself sometimes. Okay, so let's look at what I did. Oh, all right, let's get the light here. Obviously, we got empty spots, empty spots, empty spots, empty, empty, right? Open, open, they're both the same thing. Open, empty, okay. Over here, I didn't put the my template down far enough, so I just made a note. I got a metal plate here, plate, 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 and somewhere in there scribble with a plate, yeah. I got stud, stud, stud. Here's my backer, right? Stops here because I got a stack here. So I can't put any nails or any screws or anything here because it'll penetrate my stack, and that could create some problems. That's a vent stack, but still, you don't want to penetrate it. So I got my grab bar block here and my grab bar block here. Stud, empty, empty, stack, stud. Over here, I got my double stud, open, grab bar meet, open, double stud, bench meet, right? Open, bench meet. Now, why is it bench meet? Well, because that's where the wood is, right? So, behind there. Oh yeah, I forgot. I also did my insulation for my bidet, hot water supply. So that's going to be fine. It's going to tuck back there. It's not going to push the go board out, right? It's gonna be nice. It's going to be fine. And what else did I do? Okay. Well, here's an important thing here, because obviously there's no go board, there's no tile, there's no thin set layer. You know, there's no thickness to this. This is just on the studs. It's on the wall, the stud walls. So this is meant to go back on after I have the tile up, right? This is for finding my meat for the grab bars and the bench and the grab bar over here. So what I did was, let's see if I can show you. I'll put you down here. I'll show you down here. I made a little mock-up with the go board, the thin set layer, and my tile. And I came up with this line right here. See where it says fold? Let me push it in. See where it says fold right here? This line here, that's my fold. See that? That's my fold. So all this is going to be my new line when the tile is up, right? This is going to, I'm sorry, this is going to be my corner. This is going to be my corner, and I have a fold over here too. See this where it says fold, fold, fold. So I'm going to be folding this together so these two lines are showing. That's going to be my corner that I'm going to be putting in the tile. All right. Another thing I need to do is I need to get a... Now here's the mock-up I did, right? Here's a little bit of a mock-up. Hold on, let me get let me get this one. Here's my mock-up. Oh, another thing I want to show you too is the trowel. We'll talk about that in a minute. All right, so here's the mock-up, right? So if you look, you can see the fold line, which says fold right there? That's the go board, the thin set, and the tile. So that's the fold. That's my new corner on either side, right? All right, let me get you set up for something else here. Hold on. Okay, this is going to be pretty cool right here. I know, I cracked myself up. Okay, remember when I did the go board mock-up with the Jolly, and I said that I was going to use a quarter, 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 which is what this is. Quarter, 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 right? Quarter, quarter, quarter. I decided to not do that. I'm going to go quarter, 3/8, quarter, 3/8, right? A quarter, 3/8, quarter, right? So what that's going to do for me is you can kind of already see, right? See what this is going to do for me? I don't know if I can demonstrate. Oh, sorry. Oh, geez. I don't even know if I wasn't even looking at the camera. I'm sorry. All right. I don't know what you saw or what you didn't see. So I'm going from a quarter, quarter, quarter to a quarter, 3/8, quarter. And the 3/8 is the notch size of the trowel, right? That's going to be the glue. That's my thin set, right? That's the thickness of my thin set is 3/8 of an inch. So I figured that was a better way to go. You can see, yeah, you can see the difference, right, between a quarter and a 3/8 right there. Yeah, let's get that right there. Something like that. Yeah, you see all that right there? That's what I'm gaining. So I figured that's going to be a better way to go with the tile than a quarter, quarter. I mean, the quarter, quarter was for the Dietra, because that's what Schluter wanted you to use, was a quarter, quarter, quarter. I don't think I'm incorrect on that, and I don't, you know, so because I did some research on it. So, but with the Subway, I'm going to use, again, I'm repeating myself multiple times, but quarter, 3/8, quarter. Okay. So one final thing I have to do. Actually, I got to do a couple things. I still have not done my shaving on my block, and I have to come up with some kind of leveling or marker system, and I'm working on that. What I did over here was, this is going to be my lines after when I take my template off, right? And I put it back on. That's going to be, because this wall is not going to be, nothing's going to be added out to here, right? So these lines are going to be good to set up my template as far as height-wise. Now, the one thing I'm really concerned about is, as I put my template back on the wall, wait, let me pull you out, sorry. When I put the template back on the wall, I need some kind of way to know that, because remember, the tile is going to be up. So I won't have the benefit of saying, oh yeah, the block's behind here. So I need to know that the template is not, you know, high or low when it comes to over here. So that's why I put these pieces of tape here all the way around. And I know you're probably thinking, well, I could use a laser level, right, to prop it up and get a nice straight line going across. And I might do that. But then I have to know where the laser level wants to be. And that wouldn't be too difficult, because I can just put like a piece of tape with a mark, right? So that's what I need to do. Is I need, in essence, I need to put a level line all the way around where my template wants to go back up. So that's what I'm working on. And all right, so I showed you my template, my hieroglyphics. You know, pretend we're back in the 30s or the 20s, because I think that's when, you know, I don't know when Tutankhamun was discovered. I know, I'm getting deep. I'm getting very deep. I know. Sometimes that's the way it is. I showed you my quarter, 3/8, quarter. I showed you my installation, and I showed you what I have to do up there. All right. Another thing I thought about too is making good use of my template to help me put in the go board, right? Because instead of doing some landmarking like I did on the first one, instead of doing all that, I already did it here, right? So I'm thinking when I start to go do the go board, I'm going to do the back wall first. Actually, I know I need to do the ceiling first, because you want to do the ceiling, as we talked about. We want to box in the ceiling. So I think when I actually get ready to do the walls, I'm going to put my template back up with my marks, right? And that's when I'll, you know, I know if my leveling system's going to work, and I'll just use my template for marking my screws, which are, hold on, let me find them. Okay, here they are right here. And my screws are backer on, there we go. Backer on 1 5/8. Got these at Lowe's, I believe. So here's what I'm thinking about doing. When I'm ready to screw the go board to the walls, I just penetrate it a little bit where I want to put the screws, right, and leave a mark on the go board. All right. Let me see if I can set something up for you here. Hold on. Okay, I'll end this pretty quick because it's already 10 minutes. 10 minutes. I just realized. Okay, so let's pretend that the I have my go board in place, and I put my template back over. All I need to do is just kind of penetrate, and I'll probably use something just to give me a small hole, right, instead of pushing it. We'll figure that out as we go. And then I'll do that all over, right? And then I'll come back, take my template off, and here's my little pock mark. So that's where I'm going to screw. Because I've seen guys kind of preset their screws before, and that's very smart, and I've done that. So I'm going to work on doing that as well. So I figure, what the hey, right? I made the template. Let's use it wherever we can. All right, that gives you an idea what's going on. Got everything covered. I'll leave you with the my template, and I think it's going to be just fine. We're gonna make it work, because that's why I'm doing all this marking and taping and trying to make sure that my, when I put it back on, it's gonna match up, right? So, because that's going to be an important consideration. You want to know where it's got to go. All right, thanks for watching. I know this is very long, so hope you're having a good day, and there's going to be a lot more to come.